What? Yeah! 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 What? Yeah!
Hi, this is America's Pastor inviting you to stay tuned for the world's greatest boxing commentary as he continues on the road to 10,000. Now he's back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers that work. I want you to put your hands together and give him some love as we welcome the one, the only T-Dub.
Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub Whatsblazing in sports, guys. Yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers that work. All right, let me mess with this volume just a little bit. I took a heavy hit last night. Come on in, guys, smash that like button. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. Yo. All right, let's see. Testing. Chicky. All right, I think I might just go with it. Yo. All right. Guys, man, what up, man? What's going on? In the building early, my boy, the one, the only, America's Pastor Travel in the building. What it do? Salute. Yes. Smash that like button. We're going to get already into it. This is the morning after coffee edition. I still got my coffee, first cup, too. I got to do it live. It's been on my mind. And I'm telling you right now, this victory, and for some people, this crow, it's still with you, man. You're still riding on that high, or you riding on that low. You know, just depending on which side you went with. And it went down. It went down, guys. The morning after, the day that you really have to digest it. You never digest a fight like this. You never digest a fight like this in one night. It just hits you. It just like turns your stomach. But it's the next day after taking that dose of crow or victory is where you really can, really either enjoy it or soak in your sorrows. Just really depends on what side you're on. But I want to get into it, man. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. We are back. Sunday morning edition, man. Let's go ahead and get it. What's Blazing the Sports? Thank you for everybody that joined the What's Blazing the Sports movement yesterday, subscribing to the channel, hitting the like button. Man, it really did a lot for the channel. Thank you guys that smashed it, that want to continue to ride with the What's Blazing the Sports family. We're going to do it. We're going to take this thing to different heights, man. Let's go ahead and keep going up and try to get that view from the tippity top of the mountaintop. Let's get it. All right. He says Tank did his thing. Man, listen, bro. Let's get into it. I'm kind of gonna be all over with this one. I might be in the second, the seventh, but let's start off at the end on this one and just see however this unwraps. So I had I can't think of my homeboy name. Gosh, I can't think of his name. He asked me to do a video basically about, where do they go from here? Probably especially Ryan Garcia. We're going to get to that. I want to go with that 7th round. I want to start off with the shot that ended it all for Ryan. And that honestly was a beautiful counter left hand to the liver ribs error. It was just beautiful, man. Like, people counterpunch different. Just like when Terrence Crawford counterpunched, I believe it was Indago, when he they was exchanging, he turned the counterpunch with a body shot. It catches you off guard, and when it hits, it hurts. And for some people that don't know, body shots really hurt. Like, it's not like getting knocked down. See, and I keep telling people this. Ryan got knocked down in the 2nd round, and he might have got buzzed, but he actually got physically hurt in pain in the 7th round when he got caught with a shot. And man, I tell you, Tank is one of them dudes that he's getting into his opponent's head. And I'm gonna change this photo real quick so I can kind of let you guys know what I'm talking about. Because Tank revealed this. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. You guys see Tank up there? Tank revealed and said that he was telling Ryan Garcia to get up, right? After he dropped it, he's telling him to get up. And he said Ryan looked at him and told him, no. Man, bro. And, he quit. That's the real truth about it. He quit. You can say, but he was hurt. Listen, he quit. That's what's happened. Like, then you can say that anybody that is getting beat, he's getting beat, he got punched here. Listen, he quit. He wasn't knocked out. He was hurt. And he felt the pain that I can imagine he never ever felt before. Because when he was down on that one knee and they showed a replay, he was trying to be like he was okay and trying to tell himself that, but every time he tried to lean up, it probably was making that pain worse. He'll lean up on a knee. He'll go right back down. And then think about it. You're in pain, suffering, right? And you trying to get up and you look across because Gervonta is making sure he's making eye contact with you and he's telling you to get up. And if you get up, Tank is going to give you a whole lot more that in that same spot and everywhere else. And Ryan made a conscious decision to, I think I'm going to sit this one out. Is that this is before church edition. Yes, hey, we got to get it in, man. You get it in, we're going to just get it in, keep it respectful. He said he played it smart. Well, because he would have I guess he felt he would have got stopped. And I experienced something similar to this in sparring. I was getting ready for a fight. And I was sparring. And, I was doing damn good. And I remember, it was one of my good friends. And I was sparring him, right? And I caught him with a real good trickery shot, right? I was like, boom, boom, boom. Look away, right hand to the liver, right? And I caught him, right? And so we sparred, and about a round later, he done my exact move. But when he caught me, it was just like, seriously, whenever you try to breathe with that, like either the rib, I think he caught me more on the rib. When you try to breathe like that, and it's expanding, it hurts. It's like literally, you can't breathe because every time you breathe, it's caused expanding and contraction, and it hurts. It really hurts. So listen, I know what he was going through, man. I know what he was going through. That power is crazy. He said I would have took Needed damage and might have got his jaw. Unneeded damage and might have got his jaw broke. I don't know if he got a jaw broke because he didn't have a jaw injury, but he would for sure been stopped shortly after because he didn't recover from the pain. Afterwards, during the post-fight interview, listen, man, Ryan handled it with class. But listen, we witnessed a king fall. A king fell. But what makes a true king is after you fall, it's not how you fall or how hard you fall. It's do you get back up? So this is what's going to tell what kind of king Ryan was, is how he gets back up, right? That's it. Because kings, they rise and they go. And he says that, listen, where he goes from here to answer that question, he said he's going to 140 pounds. And now we got to look at what's at 140 pounds for him. He said Tank said her was going to break his jaw. Tank did say that, but I don't know if we would have broken it or not in that moment. But, man, it's crazy how a dude that's so little like Tank carried that much thud, man. It's scary. If you're anybody probably outside of Devin and Shakur Stevenson, it's scary. You know what? I bet you Isaac Cruz probably still want this work because Isaac Cruz was in there with Davis and he went all 12 rounds. He probably still want that work. I believe which hand was it of Davis that was hurt during that fight versus Cruz? I know it was one of them. He hurt something and he fought most of that fight, sticking and moving using one hand. I just don't remember which one it was. So let's look at. Are we good? I'm freezing. I don't know, guys. Am I freezing? Hold on. Can you hear me? Yo. Is it replaying? Hold on. I should have brought something down here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Bump, 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 bump. Let me see. Testing. Hold on. All right. I think it's good. Man, I don't know why this is looking so bad on my end. It's looking really bad on my end. But I think you guys can hear me. It just looks so bad on my end. I don't know why. No idea. It looks so bad. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is it like it's... Okay. All right. It's working. All right. So, if Ryan Garcia, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. Ryan Garcia, what we seen tonight, right? Or last night, at 140 pounds, you got Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, Jose Ramirez, Jose Zepeda, Teofimo Lopez, Antoine Gary Russell. Guys, Jack Cotterall, listen, man, he wants the best. Now, I don't know which one of these is the best matchup. I mean, you know what? I think he might do okay with. Let me see who he needs to stay away from right now. He needs to stay away from probably Antoine Gary Russell. He might need to stay away from Antoine. I think Antoine got some thud in him. He might need to stay away from Gary. Regis Prograis, he might need to stay. But you know what though? I think Ryan would do well against Regis, but he also will get outclassed in some ways. Because Regis to me is a good fighter, really good offense, but he gets hit, man. Like even in his last fight, Regis Prograis, sometimes he gets a little cocky and have his head down too much. He gets hit. Matter of fact, I don't know out of the guys I named is there really any easy fights? I don't know. Just like at 135 pounds, where Ryan Garcia was considered one of the 4 kings at 135. I don't know if he'll be considered a 4 king instantly at 140. I think basically after this performance going against a really good Gervonta Davis, I think if Davis moved up to 140 pounds, he'll be a threat for anybody at 140 pounds. He'll also be a lot smaller. And that's the thing about Tank. I think Tank Davis, because of his height, Tank Davis might have be at the best weight class for his height. Every now and then, he might pull like a Floyd Mayweather and venture up north for a little bit. But I don't see Tank Davis really being able to sustain even being as high as 147 pounds. I just don't see it. Maybe he could be the Mike Tyson of that, but I don't see it, man. He says, who is faster, Gary or Ryan? Now, are you saying Gary Russell or Ryan Garcia? Maybe Gary Russell. If I'm looking at their speed in the prime, because I think Gary might be getting a little bit older now. Gary Russell. I think Gary Russell is probably faster than Ryan, but he also fights at a lighter weight than Ryan. But at 135 pounds, Ryan might have been the faster fighter at 135. He might have been a faster fighter. Yeah, Gary Russell. I think Gary Russell Jr. Now he's faster than. Now at 140, he's faster than Antoine. He's faster than Antoine at 140. But the things he's gonna, and here it is. Ryan Garcia will have success against Gary Antoine Russell. He'll have success, but where he's going to come into trouble at is when he run into that power, that consistent power. And Gary Antoine Russell is going to throw more punches than Tank. Tank is very selective with his output. He's very selective, but when he throws and it lands, it's like everything counts. It's good. It's like a shooter that don't shoot a lot in basketball, but when he do throw it up, you know it's hitting that net. It's making that net just pop sound at the bottom where it touches no rim, no backboard. It hits the bottom of the net and it just makes the net just pop up real quick. It's kind of like Gervonta Davis, man. It's kind of like Gervonta Davis. You know what? I gotta fight for him. I think when he go back up to 140. I think he should fight Victor Apostel. He should fight Victor Apostel. That is a good, winnable fight for him. I think he can also beat Montana Love. I think Montana Love is a strong fighter, but he has some things against him. I think Montana Love got power, and it could be a little tough. But I think that's a winnable fight for Ryan. If because we all know now. The word on the street for Ryan Garcia, he can't take it to the body. When in reality, that just could have been a really good body shot. Like, that could have been a really good body shot by Gervonta Davis. And if he landed that shot almost on anybody, it could have probably hurt anybody. The only difference is, would they have the will and courage to stand up and say, I can continue? I don't remember offhand how much time was left in the round because he would have had to try to survive. He says Tank is as fast as Ryan. Is that in my opinion? I don't know if they're equal, but Tank is fast. Tank is fast. I don't know if they're equal. I think Ryan is a little faster when he does it. But just because I'm saying he's a little faster, it's not saying Tank ain't. Tank has speed. Tank has speed. I just think that Ryan is just a little bit faster. I think he's a little bit faster than Tank. But it didn't matter, right? The greatest thing that Ryan Garcia had was reach. That was the greatest thing he had was reach. And everything that Gervonta Davis said about Ryan, it was actually true. He didn't have no head movement. I called this myself. I said he's not fleet on his feet. You don't see Ryan Garcia moving around the ring like that. He's been coming forward, almost trying to fight like a Canelo Alvarez, stay in front of his opponent, put a lot of pressure on his opponent. And I told people in the build-up in this fight that if Ryan Garcia is going to take the fight to Gervonta Davis, he's going to run into something hot, just like Rolly Romero did. Because you're going to get confidence, and I also said it, man. I said, listen, if Ryan exchanges with Gervonta Davis, it would not be an even exchange. I said it. I said if he exchanged with Gervonta Davis, it would not be an even exchange, and it was not an even exchange. When Ryan Garcia was getting off on Tank Davis, and Tank Davis was not exchanging back, Ryan was doing good in that second round. He was doing good. A matter of fact, he was roughing Tank up a little bit. Tank was trying to hold on, and he wouldn't let him hold on. He was roughing him up. Like, I wish I could just show it. Maybe I'll do a short sometime in our show where Tank was trying to hold and Ryan was just like leaning. Ryan was just boom, 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 like just literally making it uncomfortable for Gervonta. And then some of them shots even kind of caught behind a little bit. I was thinking like, man, if Ryan can get a couple of these in a row and try to get Tank a little dizzy, am I gonna witness something that I didn't predict? But man, in that same second round, when Ryan was having one of his best moments, having the time of his life. He was having the time of his life. And Gervonta Davis decided to exchange and counter. Woo! He says, King Ryan, now Prince Ryan, he got demoted. A king has fell. Looked like Oscar when he fought last night, especially the way he cut off the ring. Looked like Oscar. He did. He almost looked like Oscar when Oscar definitely fought Floyd Mayweather, trying to stand in front of him. That stiff leg. Yeah, he did. He really did. He said Tank playing possum. Let me see. I don't think Tank played possum. I just think Tank was smart. Like the whole time, Tank was smiling. He was comfortable. And what Tank is he played mind games. When Tank was talking to Ryan in there, and anytime Ryan talks back, Ryan loses that exchange. Tank Davis wants you to talk to him. He wants you to get in there. You ain't gonna do nothing. What? Remember, Tank learned from Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather used to talk to his opponents in there. And sometimes he got warned. I remember even by Kenny Bayless warned Floyd before. If you talk to Gervonta Davis, that makes him more comfortable because he's trying to get in your head, and he did get into Ryan's head. And Ryan, I'm telling you, man, Ryan could have did better in this fight if he wasn't going for the gusto, if he wasn't going for the marbles, if he wasn't trying to clean the whole kitchen in that second round, because I believe he thought he can get Gervonta out of there. I think after he landed some shots. Wow. He landed some shots against Gervonta Davis. And he probably felt like, man, I can probably, at least get the ref to step in or maybe get him to have to go down. And he was putting a lot of pressure on Ryan. I mean, on Gervonta Davis. And when Gervonta Davis stopped, Ryan threw his signature punch. That left hook. He threw that left hook. Man, Gervonta Davis went low. Caught that left hook. Came up with that overhand. Wow! Oh, man. Oh, you talking about the electricity that it just sent through that whole arena. I felt it, man. Tina Lynch, the real $1 million baby, judge was trying to cheat Tank on the scorecard. Clearly, I had to go see it. You seen what I had exactly what the unofficial scorecard had. It literally mirrored it. And I had mine when I didn't even know there was what theirs were, and this is what it was. This right here is what the unofficial scorecard reflected. So happened to be mine unofficial scorecard, the one I was keeping live myself, but this is what I had. I had Garcia taking the first round because Tank Davis wasn't throwing punches. He was just trying to. I called this fight. If you check any of my videos, especially the ones where I was doing it work and I couldn't plan it, and I'm just going live randomly, and a lot of those don't got really many views because I just go live randomly and I just start talking. But I called it. I said, listen, man, Ryan's going to come out fast. Tank's going to come out slow. Not throwing punches really, trying to get used to the speed of Ryan, seeing what Ryan brings to the table. And I said, Ryan could win some of them early rounds. And Ryan could have actually won more of the early rounds, but because he got a little bit gun shy, got hit by a gun by Tank. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. He didn't get hit by a gun. He got hit by a Tank in the second round. It's changed his whole thought. Ryan Garcia was like throwing shots and he didn't want to catch that heat no more. And every time he got his confidence up, right? Every time somebody massaged his shoulder and said, you can do it. And he go out there and have a moment in the sixth round, because he had a good moment in the sixth round, then something like the seventh round happened. Think about it. Every good moment that Ryan Garcia had, it got taken away from him. Second round, he was doing good. Tank Davis came back and clipped him. And I was actually surprised that Tank didn't really go for the gusto with that. Maybe Tank knew he wasn't as hurt as he was, because Tank didn't really go for the gusto after he dropped Ryan in that second. Then Tank, to me, clearly won the third, fourth, fifth, lost the sixth, and then we know what happened in the seventh. He said, what's next for Ryan? What's up, Film Study? Ryan, going off of what he said. First of all, I'm going to say this. I think Ryan handled his post-fight well. I think he didn't make any excuses. He still spoke very clearly. He gave up a lot of props to Gervonta Davis. King fell. Ryan fell, man. He fell. He's moving this kingdom to 140 pounds. He says, listen, I'm going to 140 pounds. And now you got to look at what's 140 pounds going to look like for Ryan Garcia. And there are some winnable fights. I think, honestly, that some of the fights that he should do, because Ryan is still a popular fighter. He just lost to a better fighter. Ryan is not done. He's not over. He did show some things that people have been saying already. Some things he needs to improve on that he haven't. And the reason Ryan hasn't approved on those things is because he's been winning. See, that's what can hurt fighters sometimes. They get complacent, right? They're winning so much and they don't think they got anything to fix. They're like, man, if it ain't broken, why fix it? People have been saying, I've been saying it. Man, he ain't got no footwork. He ain't got no head movement. He stands tall sometimes. When he throws his shot, like when he was throwing that left hook, when he throw it, it didn't come back right here. He threw the left hook, and it came like this sometimes. That's how he got caught. And even when he got knocked out in the seventh round, he threw that signature left hook. Tank Davis went low. Like, he went low and went lower. And then after he threw that, Ryan was getting ready to throw a right hand. So Ryan was opened up like church doors at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Ryan just opened all the way up like heaven gates. Oh! And Tank Davis came through with that light. Well, at least Ryan thought it was just going to be a light, and all of a sudden a fence came through that light, and everything just turned dark when it landed. Boom! Thunderstorms, tornadoes, rain wrapped tornado, everything just went crazy. But let's smash that like real quick. All right, now here we go. Let's talk about some real, let me see. Here are some real potential matchups for Ryan Garcia at 140 pounds. Now, I went to this site, and the one thing I think that is good about this site, it talks about, it has who the promoter is. So, if they're not going to do nothing that's cross and they're going to stay on the zone, then Jack Cotterall, he is an opponent. That's the person that they actually thought beat Josh Taylor. That's an opponent. Because he's with Matchroom. Golden Boy still got to work with Matchroom. But Matchroom and Golden Boy both operate on the zone, which might make it a little bit easier. Sandor Martin. That is somebody else that's also on Matchroom. Dalton Smith, he's a Matchroom fighter. Montana Love. I don't know if they're going to make that fight for Montana Love, but it's a good fight. Montana Love is coming off of some stuff. Ryan Garcia is coming off of some stuff. And that really depends on Matchroom. Do they want to get Montana Love? Has he fought since that whole debacle of trying to throw the dude over the ropes? Let me see. Has he fought since he tried to sling that dude over the rope? Let me see. All right, 18 wins, 9 knockouts, 1 loss, 1 draw. Nope, he hasn't. His last fight was in November of 2022. He's due for a fight because he got DQ. He's due for a fight. So that's going to really come down to Matchroom. Because to be honest, I think if Ryan doesn't get hurt in that fight, I think Ryan can beat Montana Love. I think it can be a little rough, but Montana Love, he doesn't have fast feet either. But again, the only thing that hurts Ryan in that fight is that Ryan got to learn how to move. Because Ryan got speed, but if he can't move, man, and he start facing, listen, Gervonta Davis, in my opinion, is the hardest hitter at 135 pounds. And he might be one of those at 140. But at 140, there's a lot of big hitters at 140 pounds. And Montana Love, he can hit, man. But I'm just talking about what fights that he can potentially make next. And right now, I'm just looking at the Matchroom Golden Boy fighters. And the sad thing is, there is no Golden Boy fighters outside of Ryan Garcia at 140 pounds. He's going to have to fight. He's going to have to make some matches with Matchroom fighters. If he goes top rank, which means that's another cross promotion, that means the Golden Boy is going to be trying to make another deal. And since Ryan lost, you know what? Let's see. Josh Taylor, top rank. Regis Prograis, that's a fight that can happen. That's a fight with a promotion that can happen. Regis Prograis. But again, that's a fight that Ryan could potentially lose. He can have success, but could potentially lose. Jose Ramirez, that's top rank. Jose Zepeda, that's a fight that can potentially happen. I think Golden Boy in the zone can get him over there. Teofimo Lopez. I think Lopez gets him. I don't know, man. Lopez, when Lopez is on point and confident and fighting smart, Lopez can fight. Like, I gave Lopez some crap because of the whole Devin Haney and the playing games, and getting all into his head. Let me see. What I miss? Yep, I know. I gotta check the official courts. He needs to work on his footwork and lateral movement if he's going to 140. That's the thing about it. The only thing hard about it is people been saying that, and I don't think he got with a coach. I'm gonna be honest. Ryan Garcia needs, and I'm not trying to sound, it ain't racist. I'm just going off of style. Ryan Garcia needs a black coach. That's what he needs. He needs a black coach because Ryan is fighting like an old Oscar De La Hoya or a Canelo. And both of those fighters are really good fighters. Oscar was a really good, fighter. Hall of Fame fighter. Canelo's a Hall of Fame fighter. But sometimes when you have that certain style and you haven't evolved from that style, you're going to run into styles that's just going to be problems for you or you just can't beat. The thing about Tank Davis is, he can come forward, he can back up, he has speed, he can counterpunch, he can lead, he's a thinker, he's playing mind games. Tank Davis is like, it makes me start thinking about what about the best of Tank Davis versus the best of Floyd Mayweather? I'm not saying nothing yet. I'm not saying nothing. But I'm just imagining, just saying, guys, what about the best 135 Tank Davis versus the best 135-pound Floyd Mayweather? How does that fight go? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I hope that ain't too much. Let's see. Zabeta should be the way they go. Yeah, I think don't judge. I think that he beats Zapata. I think he can beat him. Ryan catches Theo with that left hook jumping in. You know what, man? I do think Ryan can. Man, you know what? I don't know, man. Like, it's an interesting matchup. I think, honestly, for money-wise, especially if Teofimo Lopez beats Josh Taylor, and then Ryan Garcia goes up to 140 pounds, I still think that's a good fight. I think that's a good fight, but I think after this loss, they probably want to at least get Ryan Garcia on a winning track. So you got to find a fight that he can win. He's going to 140. He's got to compete with these people. There's not a lot of big stars, and that's why the fight made sense for Ryan Garcia to fight Tank Davis, because if he'd have went to 140 without fighting Tank Davis, there's not a lot of big stars. The big fight up there for him would have been Teofimo Lopez, and Lopez's star is not as big as what it was when he was at 135 pounds. So if Ryan would have beat Tank Davis, that definitely would have brought a lot of more star power to 140 pounds. And at some point, it depends on how things work out for Devin Haney. Devin Haney's going to go to 140 pounds. When you start having them top 135s move up to that 140, and you still keeping a good crop of 140s already there, that would make all the 140s be better, because it'd make the paycheck better, because it'd be a lot more light shined on it. Just like when you look at when the 154 pounders move to 160, right? And the 160, you see what I'm going with it. Some fighters that Ryan should stay away from, that a lot of people might want to see, is Gary Antoine Russell, the PBC fighter. I think it's just, listen, man, Gary has speed and power, but I think he has a hole in his defense too. I think Gary Antoine Russell gets hit. I think Ryan can have success against him, but I think that what hurt him is exchanging with Gary Antoine Russell. That'll hurt him. He said, let me see. Oh, in the building, the one, the only, the underrated Darkness. Salute to you in the LDBC family. What's up, champ? Yes, sir. Salute, big dog, always. Let's get it. Thank you, champ. All right. So, Ryan Garcia, Antoine Gary Russell, top rank. Let me see. Like I said, he might have to go with a matchroom person, man. Or somebody, like I said before, that's not with like top rank or PBC. Somebody that they can pay to get the zone over there. But when you talk about Tank Davis right now, Tank Davis is probably, right now, he is in the best position at 135. He just put on a spectacular performance. He just knocked off a king, somebody who was looked at as being the four kings. There was four kings at one point at 135 pounds. Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia. Two of those kings squared off last night. Two of them squared off. And clearly one was better. Gervonta Davis says after he got in there with Ryan and they mixed it up a little bit, he said he realized that the skill level wasn't the same. He realized, like, oh, he's good, but he ain't where I'm at. That's why Gervonta, even after getting roughed up, he always looked comfortable. He kept like a little smile on his face. His team didn't even back him up during and after the fight. None of them showed up. I gotta, you gotta catch me up on that. Wow. Here, let me do this, guys. In case some of you guys, I don't got the line open before I do get out of here. Hey, if any of you guys that want to talk about this for let's do like a minute or two a person, unless the lines are really hot, then we do like a drive-by. If you guys do want to talk, man, call me right now. Look, it's right here. 314-884-1013. You can go and call in. We can wrap it up. Let's go in and talk about it. He said Haney is a better matchup for Tank. Haney's a better matchup for Tank, and Shakur Stevenson is a better matchup for Tank. Listen, man, and Shakur Stevenson versus Haney is a good matchup. The reason that Haney is a good matchup for Tank Davis is Tank Davis will like this fight and be frustrated in this fight. He'll like this fight because I think Ryan Garcia hits harder than Devin Haney. Devin Haney throws the hardest shots he can, and it just can't get people out of there. Devin Haney's just not a big puncher. He probably has respectable power, but he's not a big puncher. And then when Devin goes to 140, he's still not going to be a big puncher. Devin Haney might be at the best weight class where he can be at the top and still have the power to handle a lot of 135. I just don't know how he do at 140. But his body frame is pushing him to 140. If Devin Haney gets past Lomachenko, see, that's where everybody's going to be looking at next. Everybody's going to be looking at Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. If Devin Haney struggles to beat Lomachenko, because we already know if Lomachenko beats Devin Haney, then there's no more talk about Devin Haney. Then it's going to go back to the matchup that should have happened years ago: Lomachenko versus Tank Davis. That's the new hype. The new hype is going to be if Lomachenko beats Devin Haney, it's going to be Lomachenko versus Tank Davis. They already have so much history of Tank Davis honestly being moved in a way to avoid, I said it, moved in a way to avoid Lomachenko. And it's facts. Lomachenko was trying to fight him for a long time, and they didn't do it. They didn't make it. They moved in the other direction. They said the fight's going to be somewhere down the line. Well, if Lomachenko beats Devin Haney, then honestly, that's the matchup next. They need to do a PBC. Need to do a joint thing with Top Rank, and that's the fight. And they already done it because we've seen Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. We've seen so many fights already happen. But if Devin Haney beats Lomachenko, everybody's going to look at... See, for Devin Haney, and this is probably a whole new video, but for Devin Haney, they're still looking at Devin like he has more to prove. Uh-oh, let's see. What we got? 337, you live with your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? Who's calling? And let's talk about it.
Let's dog the judge, my brother. What's happening?
Man, what's going on with it, dog? Listen, man, I'm chilling the day after with my coffee, man. What's good with you?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just taking it all in. I was at the fight last night.
How was it? You got to give me that in the arena experience, bro. How was it?
Man, listen, I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm not one of these people that's normally shell shocked or anything like that. But man, I was shell shocked.
What part of it had you shell shocked?
Mike Tyson, Forrest Mayweather.
Oh, just seeing all those people there, like the people. Okay.
Man, Deontay Wilder shook my nigga head and shit.
Oh, hey, you met Deontay Wilder?
I didn't really meet him. He shook my hand.
Hey, that's good enough, man.
Bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, bro. So I was shell shocked, but I'm gonna be honest with you though, man. That's the best Tank I ever saw in my life.
That's the best Tank right there. That's the best performance.
I'm not talking about offensive, but defensively, Ryan, I don't know how he came across on the screen. Ryan was not touching Tank. Tank avoided that left hook all night. Did Ryan even hit him once with it? Maybe once. I
think Ryan caught Tank Davis in the second, and I think he caught him with a series of rights. He didn't catch him with the signature way he throws it. A lot of that was blocked. I think when he had Tank along the ropes and he was just trying to rough him up, He did get some left and rights here and there, but not in the signature way he threw it.
And I did not personally. I had Tank winning the fight regardless, but I thought Ryan was gonna hit. Like, to watch Tank avoid everything Ryan threw at him was I didn't. You know, they always say, man, y'all ain't never seen the best of Tank. Man, Tank showed some skills last night. The other day when I saw Shakur destroy Yoshino, I would have bet my house that Tank can't beat Shakur. Now, I don't know no more.
So this performance by Tank Davis, so is without the belts, are you saying Tank Davis, is he the man at 135, or does he still have something to prove by fighting Haney?
No, Tank's the man. Don't get me wrong, I love Black Jesus. I love Devin Haney. But Tank the man. Tank was the man before this. Before Devin Haney got the belt and after. Tank's the man. Floyd built Tank. You know, you were just talking about how they avoided Loma. I think they was trying to do. I think Floyd thought more of Loma than maybe Loma thought of himself, because I thought Floyd was trying to direct Tank to where the Loma and Tank fight was going to be Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. I think that's why they avoided Loma, because eventually they thought that would be the biggest fight.
Lomachenko, he had a tremendous amount of push back then. I mean, think about it. They was comparing Lomachenko to all the great black fighters in the past, and they was really pushing him. But the thing about Lomachenko, even though they was pushing him, that Lomachenko never really called on as a fan favorite, because they never. Is this Lomachenko first pay-per-view fight with Devin?
Yes, that's his first one. And by Tio. I think if Loma would have beat Tio, he would have gotten that.
Possibly. I mean, I don't know how the views on that one did, but like I said, Loma to me, Lomachenko was a dangerous fighter, and they were avoiding him for whatever reason. Floyd Mayweather was keeping Tank away from him, at least at that time, because Floyd even said something like we young, you know, he the one got a rush to do it, we don't, and they was moving him right. I mean, but listen, it worked out, because look what Tank is,
yeah,
and then look what Lomachenko is.
Even when Floyd got mad at Tank, remember? What did he threaten him with? I'm going to put him in there with Lomachenko.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, so I agree with you that they were avoiding him. But I think that the whole, if Loma beats Haney, that Loma-Tank fight going to be bigger than this Ryan Garcia Tank fight.
It will. You know what? I don't know about bigger, but it will be the next biggest fight that can be made for Tank. And I said that earlier before you called that if Lomachenko beats Devin Haney, because it's been so much history, it's like you can play years of history to make Tank look like he was avoiding this guy. And now that Lomachenko gets all the belts and he's undisputed, and he can say, and all Lomachenko got to do is says, he can't avoid me now. He has to fight me. Tank Davis.
Exactly.
And man, the place is going to erupt. And Tank Davis is going to find himself in back-to-back T-Mobile fights.
I think that was the plan. I'm sorry. I think Floyd Mayweather is the greatest genius in boxing history. Maybe you can give that to Al Heyman. But whomever it is pulling those strings, I think this was the plan all along. To make it to where they knew Loma was not big enough. To make Loma ain't bigger than Ryan, if we're being honest.
Do you think Lomachenko gets past Devin Haney? Or you think Devin Haney gets that victory?
Hell no, Black Jesus is about to paint a portrait on Lomachenko, man.
Now, but here's my thing. From I believe Bill saying they reached out to Bob. They try to set up like maybe a 4-fight opportunity. And it doesn't look like Bob is right now willing to set up a 4-fight opportunity for a Shakur Stevenson, or I don't know anything. It doesn't look like anything set up. So when there's nothing set up, and this could potentially be a straight cut ties fight between Haney and Toppering, how them scorecards gonna look if it goes to all 12 rounds? How them scorecards gonna look?
They gonna steal it. I agree with you. That 10-10 round last night just goes back to show you exactly how this boxing shit works. They was gonna steal that first and Tank didn't knock Ryan out.
You know what Tina Lynch said? Like, I haven't
it.
seen it, but Tina Lynch said I need to look at the unofficial scorecards. I mean, the official scorecards.
Yeah. They gave him a 10-10 round in the second round when he got a drop.
No, you see what I got? Like, if you're looking at the stream right now, I have my this is like me calling it, just being unbiased calling it. That's a 10-8 round.
I was on your live last night, dog.
Yeah, that's
while I was in the damn building.
Right on, but let me see.
And I had the same score you had.
Yeah, and that was and then like the 6th round. Remember, Ryan did land some shots because I gave Ryan he was landing shots in the 2nd round before he got leveled, and Tank Davis changed the course of everything that was going on, and he landed the fluster shots in the 6th round against Tank Davis with some long shots. Like 3 or 4 kind of right hands that's kind of consecutively he caught him with. But in every good moment that Ryan has, it's like Tank Davis had an eraser and just took it all off the board. Every time that Ryan was trying to add 2 + 2 = 4 or 3 + 2 = 5, Tank Davis just erase all that and then put what he want up there and just take over.
Exactly. And he kept depositing money into the body. He just kept putting that money in.
He did from the first round. Like, he did that straight left hand to the body. Straight left hand to the body. But I got to be honest. I didn't see that. I seen the winning shot. And before the fight happened, I seen the winning punch being what he did was the 2nd round. Like he caught Roller Romero with. And when he caught Garcia with that overhand left, I was like, oh, it's about to be over. Hey, let me ask you a question before I let you go. Why don't you think Tank Davis went for the finish after he dropped him in the 2nd with that shot? Why didn't he go for it? He didn't push it.
Because of the foot placement. If you go back and you watch the punch, Ryan's foot was inside Tank's foot. So when Tank hit him, Ryan, even though he dropped him and it was a complete knockdown, Tank didn't know that he knocked him down. He thought he tripped over his foot. If you look at it, if you go back and watch the knockdown, Ryan's foot was on the inside. That's the thing. Whenever Film Study Boxing said Ryan needs to work on his footwork, dude, Ryan's foot was inside of Tank's foot all night. Ryan never took the advantage of trying to get his foot to the outside. Even if Ryan would have landed that left hook, he wouldn't have had no power on it because it wouldn't have been at the end of his punch. He's in the inside. You got to be on the outside for you to have your man at the end of your punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that straight right would have killed Tank because Tank wasn't even waiting for that. All Tank wanted to do was avoid that left hook. But I'm telling you, Ryan, if you watch this fight, bro, Ryan can be a very good fighter if, like you said, he go get a black trainer. If he goes to Floyd Mayweather Sr. and learns to tuck that chin and protect it and use his footwork, well, Ryan gonna be a problem for a lot of people.
Ryan has a lot of tools. Ryan does have power. Yeah. He has speed, and he does have timing. But I think because he's staying with the tradition, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I think my head off. Oscar had a hellified career. Canelo was still having a hellified career. But you have to learn, especially now. You have to evolve. And if Ryan is going up to 140. He's just not finna just walk through those bigger guys. He's not finna do it. Those guys have been at 140 longer. They are naturally strong at 140. And Ryan, if he fights an Antoine Gary Russell Jr., Gary Russell, he's going to run into some problems. Josh Taylor's a crafty fighter. He's going to run into some problems. Him and Teofimo Lopez could be a back and forth fight. But when Lopez is on point and being slick, he can be a problem for Ryan.
Mm-hmm. My whole thing about Tio, though, is he loves to jump in. That's the same thing that Juan Manuel Marquez knocked Manny Pacquiao.
You're right. And if he jump in on Ryan, that left hook gonna send him somewhere.
Exactly. But I'm gonna let you go. I know you gotta continue doing what you're doing, but let me just say this. When Corey Sanders knocked out Vladimir Klitschko, I don't know if you remember this.
Yep.
But the Klitschko used to hold his chin up in the air too. And Emmanuel Sanders was the commentator, and he's saying, if Vladimir Klitschko wants to win his title back and reign as a supreme boxing champion, he needs to learn to be more wary of how he holds his chin. And the very next week, Vladimir Klitschko called Emmanuel Sanders, and the rest is history.
Thank you.
The rest is history.
I appreciate it, man.
A black trainer.
I called it. I called it. You're doubling down on it. Right on. Once again, man. Thanks, dog, man. I appreciate the call, champ.
All right, my brother.
All right. God, listen, man. I'm just being honest. In my opinion, Ryan Garcia, he needs to add some flavor in the gym. God, hey, hit the like button. This can't be right. I can't have just 15 likes. Is that right? Do I have 14 watching with 15 likes? Let me check. Maybe this ain't updated. Let me check my let me go to it on here. Is that right? Ain't no way. That's 15. Is that 15 likes? And 120 people watching? Let me see, man. Listen, I know it ain't true. I know some of you guys hit that like button. YouTube gotta be tripping. So I'm logging in from my fishing channel. Let me click in. Okay, one. Confirm how many watching. Let me see how many likes. Where we at? Where we at with them likes? Oh, I gotta get past my commercial. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Oh, this is disrespectful. Man, hit that like button, guy. Listen, man, if you're watching right now, take a second. Hit the like button. Right, we giving you that day after cooking, man. Listen, we cooking with grease, man. We cooking with Grandma Grease, and everybody know when you cook with Grandma Grease, it don't matter what she put in it, it's gonna come out good. I don't care where you from. If you got a black grandma, a Mexican grandmother, it doesn't matter. You already know when you go to Grandma's house, you already know the cooking's gonna be on point. You already know it. Think about when you talk about cooking. You tell your friends about it, that's who you really want your friends. You want them to taste Grandma's cooking. Don't get me wrong, you love Mom's cooking. Mom can cook, don't get me wrong, but you want them to Mom learn from Grandma. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button for your boy T-Dub, man. Let's go and get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. God, we did so well last night. Subscribe to the channel too. All right, James, what's up, James? What's up, James? James says, let me start. What do you got on here? Tank can't beat Shakur Stevenson. He would be a better fight with him and Haney, but Haney still probably wins. I want to see Tank. Oh, in the building, Dalton Judge. Dalton Judge coming in, guys slinging 10 logs on a fire just to keep the blaze burning. Let's get that blaze up. Let's get it. There it is. 10 logs on a fire. Let's get it. He brought Lola out. Yeah, bring Lola out. Hey guys, you know that is Lola. All right, hit that like button for Lola. Every time she moves her hip, she knock a dollar bill either left or right. Let's go. 10 logs on the fire just to keep the blaze burning. Yes, sir. Putting that color in that chat. Let's go. All right, let me boom, boom, boom. All right, on, champ. Hey, we cook too, man. Thanks for cooking with your boy. Listen, Dalton was actually in the arena, man. I haven't had experience. I don't want to admit this, but I haven't been to Vegas. I know I need to go, man. I need to go, but you know, when I was younger, I was into a street life, so I was going down a different path, and you know. But I need to get there, man. We need. Hey, let's go and get the channel big enough. It won't be a pleasure trip, but let's do a business trip. Hey, Whatsblazing Sports family. Let's go ahead and do a business. We're gonna do a business trip out there. Maybe we can see if we can jump into some of the gym, get some talking, and see what's cracking. But I can imagine, bro, you in the gym to see Tank Davis fight Amir Khan. What I should have asked, though, how much is those tickets, champ? What I should have asked was how much was those tickets? Because from what I heard, there was no cheap seats. But you in there, you got Deontay Wilder. I think, what's the UFC? You got Conor McGregor. I think he took a picture with Ryan before Ryan fought. So Conor McGregor there, Mike Tyson there, all these stars that you've been watching in your TV and you cheer for or against are in the house. La D in the building. What's going on? Whatsblazing the sports? Oh, Dudge, yes. What's going on in the building? Listen, man, you know how we do it. Your boy T-Dub, I'm cooking. I got this hat on that make my head look. Listen, this hat make my head look like I got a grandma head on. This hat make me say, baby, you want some more of these bitches and grits, baby? You know, grandma cooking it up for you. You better get you some of these grits. Don't no man go out there and work no 12 hours without eating these grits. Allen Iverson, all the boxers, they all there. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I gotta get my butt. I gotta get up, man. We're gonna take the Whatsblazing Sports Family. We're gonna go ahead and do what it did, do what it does. But let's keep on cooking. Let's keep on cooking with it, right? We got the eye on. Let's keep cooking. Dalton Judge at Whatsblazing Sports. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, bro. I didn't pay. My people did. Happy birthday to Dalton Judge in the building. Let's get him, man. Hey, let's bring Lola back for Dalton Judge, man. Hit that like button for my boy Dalton Judge, man. Throw him a happy birthday. Slide him a one. Say happy birthday to my boy Dalton Judge. Lola doing the birthday dance for you. You know what I'm saying? You know, she got it for you, man. Shout out to Dalton Judge. Came and just cooked with your boy for about 10, 11 minutes, man. Listen to what we was cooking. Interesting conversation. Back and forth, man. That's how it should be. And we did it, champ. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, champ. Yes, sir. Right. Let me do this. Now, what we got? Let me look at my girl Tina Lynch slinging. Hey, you even got cake, bro. Tina Lynch, she the real $1 million baby. She coming in sliding cake, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so smash the like. Hey, guys, subscribe to the channel if you have not. You know we're making a move. We trying to push to get that 10K logs in the family. Come on in, guys. Join the channel. Hit the notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Bring that log like T-Dub. I'm with the Whatsblazing the Sports Family. I'm going to keep that fire burning. Let's go ahead and get it, right? Salute again to Dalton Judge, man. Happy birthday, bro. Man, we got to count them. The older we get, we got to appreciate each one of them more and more and more, man, and more. So, let's go. Tank Davis is real. From what I've seen from Tank Davis, he says, I know one damn thing. These casuals, rich boxing fans, better not buy up all the Bud versus Spence tickets. You know what? They are saying that fight is very close to being made, and honestly, I can't wait for it. I hope they actually do it because that fight means more. And Dalton Judge just became a heat seeker. Let's go, man. Hey, he ain't running from nothing here. Heat seeker. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Hey, slide on one for my boy Dalton Judge, man, coming in, becoming a heat seeker to the channel. Right on, bro. Man, you know how. Right on, bro. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Gervonta Davis is real. I mean, from what I've seen tonight, I don't think Devin Haney could have done what Gervonta Davis did to Ryan. Could Devin Haney beat Ryan? Yes. I think Ryan Garcia showed what we have saw, the flaws. He doesn't have footwork. That's why he just keep coming forward. He doesn't have head movement. He uses his speed as defense. He does have good timing. He does have good, respectable power. But he has some things he needs to work on. And I'm telling you, Ryan Garcia needs to get a different type of flavor. Right now, Ryan has been having one type of flavor. And it got him to a 23-19 wins with no losses. But even with that 23, it was missing something. He gotta go get some black flavor, man. He gotta go down south somewhere. He gotta get some dressings, not stuffing. He gotta get some dressing. Maybe some smothered chicken and gravy. You know, he gotta get grandma's grits. He gotta get grandma fried chicken, baked chicken. He gotta get some flavor. Them homemade. He gotta get grandma homemade biscuits. You know, grandma make them homemade biscuits, and they ain't this size. Them things like this here. They might have a little different shape to them, but them things like it reminds me of. I got a friend. His name is Chancey, and his mother's passed now. You know, but his mother used to treat me like I was one of her boys. When I used to stay over there, right, man, his mother is one of those cooks that I'm telling you about. Like I haven't, they're a rare breed. Like, my grandmother, Thelma, she was an amazing cook. And their mother was amazing cook too. She used to make these homemade biscuits, man. And I swear that they don't make them like that no more. I don't know who made. Now, when it comes to biscuits, I don't know who made biscuits better between her and my grandmother. But it's like they was literally cut from the same cloth. He's at Black Coffee, KFC, beef burger, double fat burger. Man, listen, they might have to go. JD, they might have to go to churches for a minute, champ. Hey, they might have to go to churches. If Ryan Garcia wants to get some flavor, when I mean flavor is, imagine if you improve Ryan Garcia's footwork and just his head movement, head movement, and teach him not to rush it. Right? Don't rush it. When you have a woman and you finally finna get that moment, don't rush it. It won't end good for you. Even if it's good for you, you're not gonna get the impression across that you want. Don't rush it. Tank dropped Ryan. Realized Ryan wasn't as hurt by the drop, didn't rush it. Matter of fact, Ryan got up and started coming forward, and Tank Day was backing up, just moving like, okay, all right. He knew he had him. He didn't rush it. Because Ryan Garcia is a good fighter and a dangerous fighter. If Gervonta Davis would have went for the gusto and Ryan Garcia wasn't as hurt as he thought he was, then Ryan Garcia could have did to Tank Davis what Victor Ortiz did to Andre Berto. Andre Berto dropped Victor Ortiz, tried to rush it, and then Victor Ortiz countered with a left hook and put him down. I think that might have been the first fight, and put him down. Don't rush it. Ryan needs to get a, and not any. You just can't get somebody because they black. You gotta get. I gotta be honest, and I don't think they'll do it in a million years. And somebody said in the chat, they won't do it in a million years. But they should probably get somebody like Floyd Sr. I'm just being honest. They won't do it because of the rivalry between Floyd and Oscar. Because after Tank Davis won, I saw like a video after that, and Floyd was like, "Hey Oscar, hey Oscar." Floyd Mayweather was rubbing into Oscar because think about it. That was Oscar De La Hoya last golden boy. He doesn't have a golden boy that's there no more. His last king got cut down again. One of them left him and moved on, and now this other one just got cut down. But Noah Hopkins did everything he could to change this fight. He was trying to get in Gervonta's head, tapping Gervonta on the back while he's supposed to be on a face-off against Ryan, trying to distract him. But I told people, I said in the face-off, Ryan Garcia seemed more focused, and he was. But I said it doesn't matter during the fight time because when you remember when Gervonta Davis, you guys remember when Gervonta Davis was building up to fight Rolly Romero. Remember that? Remember how Gervonta Davis was like, this clown, man, he ain't nothing, man. He don't want to make it personal. And it would sound like Tank was almost wanting to get street with Rolly. But then what happened in the fight? Tank don't bring that same edgy attitude into the fight. He fights actually very smart, calculative, counterpunching, lead puncher. He's a very intelligent fighter. And because he lets all this out during the press conference, he's very calm. And you know what? There's people like that in my family. I'm not going to lie. There's people in my family that they are at their calmest and happy when they are in the midst of disruption. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially some of the women in my family. When some of the women, when they are keeping up the drama, it actually makes them feel good. And then when they get you right, when they work that one last nerve, you're like, I can't take it, stop. And you're like, you about to lose your mind. They're like, and then they like, I don't know why you're hollering. Why are you hollering at me like that? I didn't talk. And like, you're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, speaking of Berto, he thinks Ryan sort of quit. Could have got back up. I agree with Rolly for once. That was a powerful liver shot. He wasn't getting back up. When you look at the result of it, Lala D, is that did he quit? Yes. Unless we find out something like a rib was broke. But does he have a valid reason to quit? You can almost say yes to that. And I use an instance with me. In case some of you guys don't know, I used to fight. And I remember I was getting ready for a fight. It was in Illinois somewhere, and I was sparring. It was about like a month away, and I was sparring. And I remember I was sparring one of my homeboys, and he caught me with a straight right hand, a similar shot how Tank caught this guy with, and he caught me, and it hit me, and boom, and all of a sudden I just felt pain, and every time I would breathe, like expand, it would just cause sharp pains that was hurting, and it does affect your breathing. So when I saw Ryan Garcia take a knee, and I called that shot because the original angle, guys, when that shot happened, it wasn't a great angle. But you know how I do. I call these fights. I'm like, boom, boom. Oh, counterpunch left hand by Tank Davis. And Ryan Garcia bounces back. And I'm like, oh, Tank think he got him hurt. Ryan's hurt. And then Ryan takes a knee. And I'm like, I got to see what really happened. They showed the slow motion. Ryan Garcia was trying to throw this. Ryan really wanted that signature left hook to land so bad. Like, he really did. He wanted that to be the shot to actually get Tank out of there so he can talk about that left hook. And he threw it again. Tank went low, threw that hand up like the shit called it. Came, and Ryan, because when he throws his shots, he don't bring them back home. We threw the left hook. Tank rolled it low, which dropped his hands lower. And then Ryan was going to come with the right. You see how I open up right here? I'm open up. Tank Davis just came from there. It was like the punch version of the movie 300. This is Sparta! And then that Bruce Lee. Oh, remember Bruce Lee? Enter the Dragon. He jumped on that dude's chest. It was like that. He hit him. Where he kind of like, he hurting him. He want to cry, but he's constipated. You know, it was just one of those type of licks. And he did it. And Ryan at first wanted to get up. Because when they showed the slow motion, he was like, and he was on one knee. And he was trying to straighten up like this and just sit upright. And every time he done it, I imagine a sharp pain hit him. Because then he would bow back down. He'd do it again. He'll bow back down. He was getting hit with a sharp pain that was not going away faster than the guy was counting 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you got Tank Davis, who's like, you know, Tank Davis making sure he scoot in the eyesight of Ryan. He locks eyes with Ryan and tell Ryan, get up, like that picture, get up. And Ryan looked at him and says, nope. I think I'm going to sit this one out. And he counted 9, 10. And the truth is that if he would have got up, he would have got put down. It would have been over. I think for boxing fans, we might have just wanted to see that exclamation point. But listen, it's a body shot. We've seen people get hit by body shots and don't get up. So, I mean, you can say he quit, but you can also validate the reason that the guy was in pain. That's it. Those liver shots keep you down, man. Yeah, they're no joke. Remember Loma versus Linares and Macklin versus GGG? The Macklin one was the one that hurt. I've seen you stay down for a long time. Yeah, man. Yeah, but a lot of people now is going to, maybe they're going to think now that Ryan is, you know, he's weak to the body. And I don't think Ryan weak to the body. I think he just got hit with a good shot. Tank Davis has targeted the body all night with that left hand. Remember? All night. Throw a dummy jab to the body. Dummy jab to the body. A dummy jab is a jab that you're not really care if it lands. Sometimes it's not even meant to land, but it's to get your opponent to react so you can really land the shot you want to the body. But I got to be honest. This is probably this counter punch is right there with the Terrence Crawford versus Indongo. When Terrence Crawford became undisputed at 140 pounds. And him and the doggo was in. I think there was an exchange, and Crawford, and he countered with a left hand to the. I think it was a left hand to the body. When you get hit with one of those shots and you don't see it, that's what gets you. Because when you see it coming, you know what you do when you see it coming? You tense up real quick, right? You tense up, you breathe out real quick, short, quick breath, and you hold to contract those muscles to absorb that shot. But if you're not doing that and you're just in an exchange and you get ready to throw a shot, you're not contracting nothing. So when that shot lands, it just boom. He said Tank left uppercut in the second round was beautiful. Man, I need to just go back and rewatch this fight so I can like truly enjoy it. What I mean, because I saw it the first time. Whenever you see something the first time, Lala D, you get the most of it, but you miss things. And I just want to sit back and just watch it. I want to sit back. I just want to watch it. And I want to see all the shots, the things I didn't see. I want to turn the volume up. I want to be in tune with it. It was a beautiful thing. We're going to go ahead and go with, we're going to end it with, what's next? What's next? What's next for Tank Davis? Man, the sky's the limit. He's not the undisputed champion, but he is the king of pay-per-view. Yo, 337, you live with your boy T-Dubs Blazing the Sports. Who's calling? And let's talk about it.
T-Dub, that's Dalton Judge again, bro. Listen, I was in the shower, but I got you on the tablet, the phone, and on the TV right now.
Yes, sir, man.
So I was able to listen to the conversation. I just want to say this real quick. In the second round, if you go back and watch, when Tank would duck, Ron would put his hands on top of Tank's head.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And when he would release him, before the referee came, Ron would try to throw that left and that right. That's why Tank hit him with the body shot. That's why he caught him with the left hand in the second round, first of all, because Ryan held his head down, and then when Ryan released him himself, because the ref didn't break him, he threw the left and the right hook, but Tank ducked under both of them.
Yeah.
The very next time that happened, that's when Tank caught him with the left hook, the left hand, and dropped it.
Yeah.
This time when he held Tank's head down and he released him, he threw the left, and then he was throwing the right, and Tank knew it was coming because he learned it in the second round, and that's why he caught him with that body shot.
That was beautiful, man.
That's why I'm telling you, it's the best performance I ever seen Tank have.
Because like I said, when I said that when Ryan threw that left and Tank blocked it, and Tank did look like he went a little lower, and that could have been because after he blocked that left hook, maybe Ryan may have pushed down a little bit, to push him down, but then Ryan was trying to come with that right. But because Tank was lower and had his hands up, and Tank was just in a better position, and Ryan was almost, he wasn't even throwing a straight right hand. I think he was going to turn it to a right hook. And Tank Davis took his left hand and threw it direct straight into the ribs and liver of Ryan Garcia.
Because Ryan had already showed him what he was going to do in that position. Tank calculated that data. He was waiting for it. When you go back and watch the fight, you can see what I'm saying. The time Tank dropped him, it was the exact same thing. And the time Tank knocked him out, it was the exact same thing. Ryan holding his head down and throwing that left and that right.
I agree, because I remember the second round, Ryan Garcia was coming with, he was trying to lay that traditional left hook that made him a king, and Tank Davis blocked that one, went low, came up with the overhand left, bow, got him down. And then in this one, it was except for it wasn't a headshot that Tank was countering with, and that's what makes it beautiful. When somebody can counter with a body shot, because a lot of people try to counter to the head. When they counter to the body like that, that's a different level of beautiful thing last night, man. Beautiful.
I don't remember who it was, if it was Monroe or if it was Al, but they said the exact same thing I was thinking when that punch landed.
What they say?
The same thing Bernard Hopkins done to Oscar.
What they say?
Same thing Bernard Hopkins done to Hoskins.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey. What? How do you think Oscar is feeling now? Because after the fight, Floyd. It's crazy, and I love seeing that Floyd and people thought he wasn't in Gervonta Davis' corner no more. That they do still have a strong relationship. And Tank Davis spoke so high about Floyd, like at this level, there is nobody that I would go to other than Floyd Mayweather. Basically for guidance and him and Floyd was in the ring yelling down at Oscar about beating their new golden boy. Yeah. What does Ryan and Oscar, in your opinion, what's the best move for them going forward?
My opinion, I think that, first of all, regardless of how anybody feels about Floyd and Tank wouldn't be Tank without Floyd.
Agreed.
That's first and foremost. We have to remember that the biggest money pay-per-view ever, Tank was the co-main event of both of them. Floyd Manny and Floyd Connor.
All right.
Right? So, Floyd did that for Tank. Number two, I think Ryan needs to go back to the drawing board and get another coach, first of all. And I don't think Oscar's done with his last golden boy, though, because Victor Ortiz can fight. So he might still have one left.
How does he rebuild Ryan, though? Like Ryan only got one loss. He is young. He's 24, and he does have to grow, and he has time. So he's not done. Yeah. But what do they do next to get Ryan back in good graces, back on the winning side? Because he's moving up to 140. What do they like? How do they? What's next?
You have to give him some Zepeda. I think Zepeda is the first person he should fight at 140. After Zepeda, I wouldn't fuck with Cattrall because that dude beat Josh Taylor. I'm not Catterall, whatever his name.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I'm not fighting him. I would stay away from Gary Antoine Russell because Gary Antoine Russell would knock Ryan out. I would probably go with Zepeda, and then I'd fight Rolly. And I think that would be a huge fight.
It'd be another PBC with he had to come straight to PBC. And the crazy thing is that Rolly did some a lot of sparring with Ryan. I don't know. It would be a good fight. It would be like Rolly Romero. I think Rolly Romero versus Ryan Garcia.
But think about it. If Ryan beats Zepeda and Rolly, if he beats Zepeda worse than Regis Prograis just beat him, and he beats Rolly worse than Tank beat him, you're right back where you need to be.
Yeah. Then you got to see how he matches up against Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez, Regis Prograis, and Gary Antoine Russell.
I think Ryan can beat Jose Ramirez. I'll go after him next.
All right.
I don't think he can beat Josh Taylor. I don't think he can beat Regis Prograis. I don't think he can beat Gary Antoine Russell.
Lopez?
I'm not as high after the Kambosos fight on T.O. as I once was, so I do think Ryan can beat T.O., but he has to catch him jumping in with the left hook.
What about Montana Love?
What's that?
What about Ryan Garcia versus Montana Love?
No. That's not a good matchup for Ryan. Montana's too slick.
I don't know. I think Montana Love flat-footed. That's the one I know. I think he got power, he got speed, but I think he's flat-footed.
He's very flat-footed. I think Montana Love is overrated as hell.
Remember, he's coming off of that loss from trying to shoulder throw somebody over the rope. No, he threw him on the rope.
Because he was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's just a gift. I don't know, but I'm gonna get the last 15 seconds. Chum, go ahead.
I just don't think Ryan can deal with a slick fighter. Like, he's not good with slick fighters. I know.
Who's the best coach for him, in your opinion?
The best coach for him would be Floyd Mayweather Senior.
Okay, but can they make that happen? Will Floyd Senior do that? Floyd Senior did. He coached Oscar, right?
Yeah, he did. I think he would.
Hey, let's see it. All right. I appreciate it. Thanks, Chef.
If he gets senior or Ronnie Shields.
Yeah, both of those are good ones. All right, thanks, big dog.
All right, bro.
You got it. Hey, that's man. Hey, that's some good options, Lala D. But hey, Ryan is better fighter than I thought. I really thought he was mid, but he's decent. Now he's a good fighter, man. They going to put Ryan up against Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert, no, that's a small guy, man. No. Chris Colbert's a small dude. Haney versus Tank next big fight. Please just to get it out the way, man. Let's see it. All right, guys. And thank you guys for coming, man. I wish you guys, I do find them likes highly disrespectful, but thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. We're trying to push this thing to that #1 spot. Watch out, man. In the words of Ludacris. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, guys, and stay tuned to this cooking, because it's just like Grandma's Kitchen. Doesn't matter what we cooking. You already know it's going to be good. And I'm out.